create a filtered line chart in Tableau Public. First, here's my data file. I have 3 columns: schools, many different schools here, year, many different years, and a score for each of those schools. That's all in a spreadsheet, and I can just move that out of the way. Here I am in Tableau Public. This is the version I'm using for the Mac, and this is version 10.2. And what can you do here? Well, first you need to connect your data. Now you could do an Excel file, but I'll do a CSV text file. So here it is in my downloads, my sample line chart data. I'll open that CSV, and it is already moved over here, and you can see there's the schools, years, and some null scores that came over for blanks. Here's the magic Go to Worksheet button. Make sure you click that. And here's the Tableau Public worksheet. So first I have all these dimensions. There's school and year, and then I have measures, and that's a scores down there. So what do I need to do? I need to think about where I'm going to position all these things to create a filtered line chart. First I'll take year and move that up into the columns area, and then I'll take school and move that into the rows area, just dropping and dragging. Next I'm going to go to score and drop that right in the middle of the grid. So I'm seeing all of these scores, but not the way I want yet. I have to go to score and I have to turn off in analysis the aggregate measure because I want to see them individualized, not aggregated all together. I have to go turn on the show me and go down to the continuous lines button. Now I'm seeing them all as continuous lines, but they're still as separate schools. So how do I bring those all together? I take the school and drag that into marks color. Now they're all colored marks and they're all jumbled together. As we know, there's way too much information. So I have to go back to the drop down and turn on the show filter. And that filter is actually underneath the show me button. So I can select on and off different schools, or users can. I'll just do some by default here. I'll turn on maybe just 2 or 3, plus here's the Hartford average for these years. And also, I want to hide the colors because I don't really need to tell people which color is which. They can figure out that just by turning it on and off. And there's way too many colors to keep track of. I just need to slide up the screen here so I can show you that if I go and click on the corner there, now I can hide that color card. So they're still colored, it's just people don't need to know which color is exactly which. They can float over the data and figure that out. Next, I can go and click on Sheet 1 here and give this a title. I'll call this Hartford Public School Grade 3 through 8 Cohort. And this is percent at proficient on the CMT, the Connecticut Mastery Test from 2007 to 2012. And I also want to put in another item here. I'm going to go to worksheet and it's say add show caption, and I'll click in here, and that's because I want to add in the source data. And this is from, so I'll give data source, and this is a group called Achieve Hartford in June 2014. And I'll click OK on that. So now I've created this. Now I want to save it on the public web. So go to Save Tableau Public to the web, and here you need to sign in with your Tableau Public credentials for your website. It's a free account. And I'll hit the sign in. And right away, it's going to say, well, what do you want to title the workbook? So I'll give this a title and choose this one wisely. This is how it will show up on the web. In this case, I'm just typing filtered line chart sample for datavisforall.org. And I'll save that. That's saving it to the public web. Tableau Public saves it to the public web, and it's also going to open it up right inside your default web browser. Let's bring that window into the screen here. And here is my web browser, and I can just resize it a bit. And it's basically telling me, let me resize some more, telling me that I can, users can turn on and off different lines. That's how this one works. And let's get the corner down here. And also, I can go and edit details such as the title or a link where it's going to be, or whether or not people will be able to see the workbook and download that. And then here's the share button for you to do the embed code or links with an iframe. Check out the notes how to do that.